Hi, in this video, let us create an end-to-end scenario. So we have the flight application. I'll go to this flight application, give the password, username password, OK button, and select list option, give the date, any date it will be, select the class, select number of tickets, click on find flights, it will display this, select a flight from here, finally give the passenger name, click on order, wait until completion of this, and finally get the order number. So till that we will do it, right? Get the order number. So if you wanted to create one more, you can do this. The 91 is the order number is generated. We can also verify whether order number is created or not. Select radio button and then give 91 and click on search. So it should give the details about all this. So let us create this scenario using repository, adding objects to repository and writing the code, not by recording. So without using recording, let us create it. If you can create this, then it becomes easy for you to create the tests. Without using recording, you should be able to create the programs. Keep it a goal, start writing it. What is the first thing we have to do? It's not writing the code. We should start adding the objects to repository. First, we need to open application. How to open application? We already know. Get the file path. So flight application, file path. And then here, open file location. So from here, we can easily come to know that where is the path of that. So how to open an application? Invoke application. Invoke application. Give the path. Happy. After opening the application, it will give you the login screen. So we should have added the objects to repository. Do that. I will go to repository, Control R is the shortcut for it. Add one by one object. Add one by one object. Add username. Wait for it. So if you want, you can add all objects at once. That is also okay. So let's say I'll select this window and then we'll specify I wanted to add only buttons and text boxes. Yes, text boxes, and clear all. I wanted to add edit and button. Only those will get added here. That's it. Right? So it got added here, and then what you wanted to perform. First, I wanted to enter username, password, click on OK button. Okay, now username is John, password is HP, click on OK button. Perfect, completed. After that, it will log in. John, HP, click on OK button. Now, what is the next thing you have to do? So we need to add the elements. We need to add elements to repository so that we can write the program here. So again, the same activity. If you observe, we are repeating the same activity. We wanted to add from place and to place, from place, and then to place, and then calendar. We have to add the calendar. Right. Next is what? I have to select economy or tickets like that. I'm selecting it. Right. we are just preparing a repository. We are just preparing a repository. If you feel that any name is not meaningful, you can happily change it. There is no problem at all. So till find flights. So how this works? So this is opening of the application. You can even write comment, open application, open application. Next, this is going to be enter username, enter password, then click on login button. Fine, completed. And this is going to be login. And after login, it is going to display the application. Right, in that application, what are all the controls will be there. So once you click on save button, the controls will be displayed here. Right. So what you wanted to do, you wanted to enter from place to place, right? And after that, what you have to do, from to, and then you need to give the date picker, right? That means you need to give the calendar set date. And what else? And next one is going to be economy. You need to specify economy, the class of that, right? You need to specify the economy. So in case if you don't know about some element, go to repository, and there are so many elements. In which element it is, right? We already discussed. Highlight and locate in repository. Okay, select that. So it will show you what is that element. So this is a class element, right? What is the next one? We have to give. This is a different one. So the next one is going to be what? Yeah, here. And tickets. So do we have tickets here? Tickets. No, it's not showing any tickets, right? We have already added this, but still it is not showing any tickets. But let's see whether we have added tickets or not. It is going to be combo box, and number of tickets is not there. Yeah, it is there. We did not see this. Okay, number of tickets, right? Yeah. Next, after number of tickets, I have to click on find flights. Okay, now I have to give from place. So get these values from here. I wanted to travel from London to Paris. So London, and then Paris, first letter is caps. And date picker. So it is giving the date as, what is that? It is giving as, so which one I have to give? Okay, 10/8. So MMDDYY. So in this way it is asking, right? So you can specify the date as MMDD. I'm giving it as 30. Yeah, set date. That's what we'll set. And then what is the class? You can give the same value. There is first class, business class, like that. Okay, let's say I wanted to give first class FIRST. And number of tickets. So here, let's give some number 1, right? And what is the next thing? So this is data, right? And after that, I'm selecting first, and then selecting 30, and then find flights. So now one thing, it is giving some flights. How do we select this data? Right? How do we select this data? What is this? How do we know that? How do we know it? So that's when first you can add this to object repository. That is going to be a grid or a table kind of stuff. Add this to repository, grid or table kind of stuff. You can select any element. It shows a complete table grid itself. What we have to do, add this, and we'll have to select grid row. Right? So select a cell. So how to select cell? Sometimes we don't know how to select, right? In such cases, just use a record statement. Use a record statement. There is no wrong in this. Use a record statement. First, know about how to do this activity. So when we click on it, it will generate a statement. Stop it. So now you will come to know what is it clicked. So it says that select 3, 2. That's what it says. Select cell 3, 2. So like that it says, okay, it is, these are cells and like this, right? So what are the other methods we have here? You can also see that activate cell and like that. There are so many other things as well, right? So select cell or so select column, select row, like that also you have it, right? It is not selecting any data, in fact, you are just selecting it. So let us try to select any row here. Let us try to select any row here. And then let's say I am selecting the row, something like this. And then click on stop. Observe it, how it is generated. Only for the first time you can know about it. It's always giving select cell. So what we will do is we will use select row and then see that whether it works or not. Select row, right? So select row also is there. Select cell is also is there. Select row, and then I wanted to select the first row is something like this. Okay, it's showing some columns, and the second row onwards. Okay, let us see that. Right, second row onwards, I'll give select row 2. Okay, let us see this. Right. So if it executes, fine. If it is not executing, let's change it. If it is not executing, we can happily change it, right? Yeah. So we have a button that is select flight button. We are clicking on select flight button. So it is going to select the row and then clicking on select site, right? And then finally it asks for passenger name and passenger name. Take it. We will get the passenger name here. Right. After giving passenger name, click on order. So let me add this too. Click on order. Right. Click on order. Perfect. It is also completed. Order. So after completion of this, it is going to display an element here. Just add it. Add it. Right. Order number 92 is completed. So this is order number. So you can rename it instead of this. Okay. Just order. That's it. It's not 92. It is just order. Right. So that's there in the backend. Right. That's there in the backend. Got it. Now, what and all we have here? All the objects are loaded here. Right. All the objects are loaded here. And let us see what will happen. Passenger name, I'm giving it as this one. Okay. And WPF window dot close. I'm closing it. Let us see whether it works or not without having any issue. End to end, I'm running it. Opens, writing, perfect. London, Paris, date, and clicks on find flights. Did I miss that? Find flight clicking. Did I miss that? Where is that? Okay. So after giving all this, I missed clicking on find flights. I missed that step. Let's stop it. Stop it. Because I missed that step. So where is that find flights? Yes, here we have that. So place the cursor where you wanted to give this find flights after giving number of tickets. Here you wanted to give find flights. Okay, find flights dot click, and after that we are selecting the row, right? So let me also give some comment as well. It will become easy, right? So I'll specify select from place, select to place. I'm simply giving all this data, and then give date and select class. If you observe a radio button, sorry, for combo box, I'm using select. I'm using select. And then select tickets, and then click on find flights. and then I have to select the row, and then if it is working, then I'll go ahead and then write some more comments as well. Right? I'll close it. Let me run from beginning again. Everything is fine. Changing the date. Yes, it works. Perfect. So select row is working. So you don't need to worry about select cell and all. Right. So after completion of all this, I wanted to get the order number. After completion of all this, I wanted to get the order number. So how do I get? We have added one more element at the end, that is order, right? We have added one more, that order is order element. And do we have one more element here? Yes, here. This is, so get order, right? So here, get order. From this element, what we wanted to do is I wanted to get text. I wanted to get text dot get text, right? So it is going to get the visible text. It is going to get the visible text. It's going to get the visible text. Yes, we can give message box and then I can show you how exactly to display the get text and all, right? Yep, run it. But it is not going to just give the order number. It gives some text over there. We need to extract order number from there. We need to extract. Oh. It is not giving text. Why? What is the reason behind that? By the time it is getting the text, that order number is not generated. It is taking some time to generate it. So what we have to do, we need to wait until it is generating something, right? We need to wait for it. So by the time it is created, it is not having any text. By the time it executed, it is not having any text over there. It is not having any text. So we need to wait until there is some text over there. How do I wait for it? How do I wait for it? The first thing, here we have to use some more features of UFT. There is a statement called wait. It is actually given by VB scripting. We can wait for some timeout. It is going to wait until that timeout. In the meantime, the order will be generated. But we don't want to wait in that way. We want it to wait like intelligent. So that concept I will cover in synchronization. We have a concept called synchronization where it is taking some time to generate order ID. So it will wait till that timeout, right? So now it is waiting for 10 seconds, right? It will wait till that timeout and it says order number 95 completed, like this. Then closing of that application. So it is getting it, but we'll have to wait for some time. Okay, at least if not 10 seconds, at least 5 seconds. At least 5 seconds we'll have to wait. So can we replace this? Yes, we can replace this. How? We have a concept called synchronization. We can wait for synchronization data and it'll we have synchronization point. We can keep that. It is going to wait until some text is generated over there. Then we can go ahead, right? We have a synchronization video in that. We can see that. You can learn it. And for now, I'm going to read the data. This is going to be the order details. But it is giving order details as, it's giving order details as what? It's giving order details as what? Where is that? Oh, it's gone. As a text, right? Let's say I wanted to print it. I wanted to print it, right? I wanted to print those details, order details. I wanted to print those details so that the details will be displayed under output. The details will be displayed under output, right? And from that, I wanted to get the order number and I will search for that order number in application. I will search for that order number in application, right? So order number 96. We need to get that 96 number. So if we use print, it is going to use print log. Okay, this is what is being printed. This is what is being printed. So we have to get this order number. How do I get it? So what we have, what is the method we have to get this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? So we have some methods here. This concept is actually VB scripting. This concept is actually VB scripting. So what we want now, we wanted to get the string related data. We wanted to get the string related data. How are we going to get this? Sorry, how are we going to get that string related data? There are multiple ways we can use to get the data from a string. There are multiple ways to get the data from a string. So especially in this situation, there is a function called mid. I'll use that mid, right? I need to provide the string data and then provide the start position and end position. Provide the start position and end position. So here I'm going to use the other detail string, right? Other detail string, and then comma. What is the start position? The start position is going to be, you can count like this, okay? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this. This is one way. There is one more way, right? I wanted to get the data from, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From 7 2 characters I want. So you can execute only this, and then you can test it whether it works fine or not. You can test it whether it works fine or not. Let's say this is your string, and then you can test it whether it works fine or not, right? How do I do it? So here I'm going to use mid function, the str, comma, start position. I will give 5 plus 1, 6, right? 7. I'll give start position, and then let's see what is it going to print. So I will use print. Of, right? And then I will execute only from this step. Run from step. We have something called run from step. So it is going to execute only from that step. I've given the static data over there. No need to worry about it. So it is going to run from step, and then from 7th position it will get the data, and from 7th position it says that 96 is completed. But what we wanted to get only that number. So from 7th position I'll give 2 length. So it will give me the exact order number. From 7th position it gives me the exact order number, right? So execute it now. It's going to work. This is one way. Second way is, okay, anyway, the middle number, it is going to give the middle number. So what I can do is I can able to split this. I can split it. We have a function called split. And this split, what you wanted to split here. So this is the string you wanted to split. And then what is the delimiter? The delimiter is going to be space. So when you split this, it is going to return an array. So now you have to print. Okay, this will be 0, and this will be 1, and this will be 2, like this. Okay, I wanted to print the the 0th one, first one, something like that. Okay, let's say I'm printing 1. Okay, let's see that whether it's going to work or not, right? I will use this instead of print. And then let's see whether it works or not, right? I'm using printing of array concept. Right? Let's see this. It works. Let's see. So it is printing only 96 here. So 0 becomes order, 1 becomes 0 becomes order, 1 becomes this one, 2 becomes this one. So now I can happily use it. So in place of string, I'm going to use order details. Right? So what order details will give me now? Order details will give exact order number. So ORD number is going to be this one. So I will use this statement after this. So this is my order number. So what I have to do after this? So I will open application. We'll open application. Flight. Yes. Opening application and login. H1 John and HP is the password. Enter. Next, I wanted to search order. So I will take this. I will take this search order. Again, open repository, and add plus button, add search order. Right, I'm adding search order. Okay, it is not adding it. So what is it saying? You can see this. This is not taking it. So we should know that how to add this. So book flight and search order. These two are two different. It's not like a different buttons kind of thing. This is showing it is a tab strip, Win tab. If there is any tab, you need to select a tab option. So how does it give the option, right? Again, so initially you have to use recording for learning how exactly it records. Once you have that idea how exactly it records, right? So you can just write the coding. So here I'm clicking on this tab order. It clicks right. So no need to worry about it. Stop it. It records a single statement. You can see that where it is created a statement. Yes, here. So what is it giving? So the tab order will be selected like this. Tab strip dot select the option. So here I wanted to give name or order ID. What you wanted to, how you wanted to search for this. So I wanted to search for order ID. So I will add the order ID. Here. Yes, I've added. So that is also completed. So wait for it to add by number strip, right? By number strip, I'm adding it. So I will remove. For temporarily, I will remove the last statement. Yeah, by radio button. So I've selected that. So what is the next step after selecting it? I have to add the order number. So select this one too. I have to add the order number. So this is the text box. Add it by number watermark, right? Add it. So after that, clicking on the search button, you will get some number, right? 96 kind of thing, and then you will give clicking on search button, right? Search button. So it will search for that element. After completion of that, it will display the name what we have given all those details. So now we will verify all the details using checkpoint. That concept I will discuss later, but till this point I will complete the test, right? So now what I have to do, save it, and after clicking on here I have to set radio button. I have to set the radio button. That's it. When it comes to radio button, I'm having that and then setting it. That's it. No need to do anything. And when it comes to edit, I have to give some number. What is that number? I will give the same number that I captured from there. Order number, ORD number. So this is what I captured it, right? ORD number, right? So that's completed. What is the next one? Clicking on search button, and after that, so I'll wait for 2 seconds to make sure, okay, this is open, search everything, and then I will close this. Yeah, let's execute end to end. Let's execute. Let's see that how exactly it executes. It's going to read the order number and then open another functionality. So here I've created two functionalities in single action, but in future I'm going to split into two actions. And then I will run one by one action. I will share data from one action to another action. Yes, that type of thing I will do. And here I've given 5 seconds of reading. It is going to take that and read that order number 97, and then Okay, there is one more thing. You should click on new search button. That new search button I've not used, isn't it? So it will fail. Why it's going to fail? Because you should click on new search button. So I need to add this new search element as well, right? I need to add this new search element as well. It says that it is failed because that search order is not there. So these kind of mistakes you generally do while writing program. You will miss the flow and you are going to add objects later and make sure that you are in the same flow, right? So what we have to do after completion of all the things, I have to make sure that I am following that. So where is that? Okay, before this one, I should be there in, before this one, I should be there in the new order page. I should be there in new order page. What is that element here? New order page, new search or new search? Yeah, new search page. So this is the place. Yeah. So let me execute again. Close this application. We can even do one more thing. If already application is available, close it and then reopen it. Like that also we can able to perform. Wait for all this functionality we have already completed. And after this, you should click on new search and then order number search. Perfect. It works. Right? So this is an end-to-end scenario. And this is how you can start writing code. And we have not actually renamed these objects. In future, while creating object repository, we will rename the objects as well. And in this place, we have used local repository, and there is a concept of shared object repository. That's what we actually use in real time. Yes, we will discuss about all that stuff in next two sessions. Okay, thank you.